Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Posh, Incredible, and Tiff TV. This is the first video in a series of videos about sugar sensitivity. So let me explain that a little bit more. Last year I decided that I was going to stop drinking alcohol. One of the main reasons is because I live in New York and people like to go out to bars here. People have like pretty stressful jobs and they like to kind of like blow it off and go out and get really drunk. And I didn't want to have to do that anymore. And so I just like wanted to have a really good excuse to say, no, I'm going to do something else, or I'm going to work, or I'm going to read, or I don't need to explain myself. No, I don't drink. So I've discovered a few different things from that. One is I don't have FOMO. So before, when I used to drink and my friends would go out and I like really wasn't feeling it, I would feel like I was gonna miss out on a really fun night, or I was gonna miss out on something. And now I don't really feel like I'm gonna miss out on anything because I don't drink it and it doesn't interest me anymore. And the other thing is I noticed, so I used to have a really strict diet. You can ask any of my friends. I'm like the most annoying person to go out to eat with. I am probably one of the most annoying people to have over for dinner. My friends' parents, every time I'm home, they always ask, like, if I'm coming over for dinner, they always ask, so what's Tiff not eating? Or what can Tiff eat this time? And usually it's just like, my friend's like, I don't know. Like, nothing? She's like, what do you eat then? So anyways, I usually have a really strict diet. I don't add sugar to my diet. I don't drink like sodas. And so I noticed that when I stopped drinking alcohol, that my craving for sugar increased dramatically. And I actually just let myself eat it. So my justification was that I wasn't drinking, so I can have sugar, I can have sweets, I can eat like shit. Basically, because I'm not ruining my body in some other way. And I actually kind of got really curious about this balance that my body was doing. No alcohol, so sugar increased. If I'm drinking alcohol, then I don't eat sugar. And I don't crave sugar. I crave like more salty food. So my natural like investigatory personality came out, and I was like really curious about it. So I started telling people. One of the things I realized over the past 4 years is that the more people you tell what's going on with you, the better feedback you can get about it. So everybody who asked, like, oh, how's not drinking going? I would tell them, like, hey, this is what I noticed. Even people who didn't ask, I would say, oh, so I don't drink. And then they would probably ask why I don't drink, and then I'd tell them, and then I would go on to say, like, it's really curious, like, a really curious thing happened. I don't drink, so my sugar intake increased. And I actually told the right person at some point, and she was like, hey, check out a book. She's like, I haven't read it, but it's actually a thing. She goes, check out a book called Potatoes, Not Prozac, and like see if you get any information there. And so I downloaded it onto my Kindle app, but I didn't start reading it until like probably a few months later. I had to like get through a bunch of other stuff first. So what I'm noticing is that I do like fall under this category of sugar sensitive or sugar sensitivity. And what I wanted to do with this first video is let you guys know how sugar sensitivity is classified. So just in case you experience any or all of these symptoms, then maybe check out the book or continue listening onto this series and this playlist. So most of what I'm going to tell you, what I'm going to share with you right now, has been discovered through my own trials and tribulations, but this book has given me proof as to why I'm going through what I'm going through and how I can deal with it better. So I'm going to give you the tools that I've learned. A lot of them are from my own life experience and also from the book, because I do see that they're so paralleled. And after taking some of the steps that the book suggests, I can already see that my life has changed a lot, even though I'm not drinking anymore. So here we go. By the way, also, I've always like been kind of like chubby. People will never say that I'm chubby because like I'm not fat by any means, but like my own personal perception of myself and my body is that like I'm fat, and I've always had that. I remember when I was little even having like a distorted body image. My parents didn't help. My mom always used to tell me to like suck in my stomach, and she used to look at me weird when I was like eating stuff that I shouldn't have been eating or drinking things that I shouldn't have been drinking. Yeah, so there's like a whole like body distortion. But I do have to tell you that I've tried literally every single thing possible to lose weight, and I can't lose weight. Like my body does not, if I starved myself, my body will not drop below a certain weight. Okay? So like no matter what I do, I just can't lose weight. My body wants to be like this. So that's the thing. Like I have literally tried everything, and part of the reason why I came to like giving up alcohol also is like maybe it has like in the back of my head, it was like maybe it will help me lose weight, and I haven't. But probably because I've been eating sugar and sweets. Anyways, like my whole weight loss journey is probably another series. But I've tried everything from like fasting and diets, anorexia, bulimia, back in the days, high school, smoking cigarettes, Atkins, the 4-hour body diet. I couldn't understand why everybody was like losing weight and that was a successful thing for everyone, because that wasn't helping me at all, and I thought there must have been something that I was doing wrong. I've tried like just a vegetarian diet, vegan diet. I've tried working out, like working my ass off like crazy, and still no results there. I've tried a very like high protein diet. I've tried ketosis. You name it, I've tried it. That's just how it goes. I've been psycho about like my macro nutrients. I've measured that out. I have done everything to the point where I've exhausted my resources and I've tried every single thing. So I basically just went to eating whatever I wanted. So over the past year, that's why I said when I noticed that I developed this like sugar sensitivity was probably towards towards giving up alcohol, beginning of last year, or towards the end of last year. And before that, I just decided like, why am I going to stop myself from eating stuff when it doesn't make a difference? And so then I just went to like intuitive eating, and I would let myself have whatever I wanted. And, you know, like that didn't really work out for me either. So here I am. I found this book, Potatoes, Not Prozac, and hopefully I'll give you guys the tools that you need to either self-help or self-diagnose. And I don't know, maybe me sharing my journey and my own frustrations and my own solutions can help you guys figure out your own, what's going on with your bodies. All right, so stay tuned for video 2. That's what I'm gonna do. This was just like a little bit of an intro, but we'll get on to diagnosing and the symptoms on the next video. So stay tuned. If you're really interested in this sugar sensitivity, keep watching, and thank you so much. I would love to read and hear about your comments and questions below. So I'll see you guys in a short sec.